Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. Today I want to answer a question that I'm often asked, and often it's in the comments on YouTube, and that is, should I move on? And that's actually a trick question. Not because the person is asking because they're trying to trick me, but because even if I tell you to move on, which I probably wouldn't do, if you're not ready to move on, you're not going to move on. Just like if you're dating someone and your parents don't like them or your friends don't like them and they say you should break up with them, you're not going to break up with them just because someone told you to. So you're not going to move on just because I tell you to, unless you're ready. What you're really asking is there hope? And my answer to that is, you know what? As long as someone is alive, there's hope. But just because it's possible, it doesn't mean it's probable. It really depends on your ex's interest level and whether or not you're able to raise it. Sometimes it's just too late. I have an ex from years ago that once in a while he pops up, he keeps calling, and I finally blocked him. Now, no matter what he does, even if he changes, even if he wins the lottery for $100 million, whatever, I will never go back with him. There's just too much water under the bridge, and I've just had it with him. So no matter what, I will never get back with him. So you need to understand there is a possibility that that is how your ex feels about you, but you really don't know. And so you hold on to hope and you wonder if you should move on. But only you can make that decision. Only you can decide if it's time. And moving on isn't about one day deciding, okay, that's it, I'm moving on. It's a process. You just slowly start to back away, slowly start to decide that maybe getting back together is not in the cards, until one day you wake up and you realize that you've actually been feeling good lately, even though you're not back with your ex, and that maybe it's time to focus on yourself instead of worrying about whether or not your ex will come back. And for your sake, I hope that day comes sooner rather than later. So if you have any questions or comments or are interested in private coaching with me, you can contact me at my website, theartoflove.net. If you're listening on iTunes, I would appreciate if you would rate and review the podcast. If you're listening on YouTube, please subscribe. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.